What's up, y'all? I going to start doing keto, low carb, high fat, basically trying to get healthier. 2 days ago, I started consuming more vegetables and reducing carbs as much as possible. And last night I forced myself to go to sleep earlier than usual, about, I don't know, a couple hours earlier, just laid there. And I don't know, I can feel the difference. Like, I actually want to clean the back seat, like clean this car out. This car has been abused. I don't know, I just feel better. So I've been following some tutorials because it's been about 6 years since I've attempted to get healthy. I was doing paleo and intermittent fasting about 6 years ago. And it was, the way I did paleo wasn't, I didn't follow all those rules. Basically, the rules that I followed was eat as much vegetables as possible, and then reduce carbs and increase healthy fats and meats. So there was some weird rules about like legumes and stuff, and I love legumes. I took a health class as well that my insurance provided for free. And there was some FDA stuff that the agenda they were trying to push, but the trainer had her own beliefs. She was a vegan or a vegetarian, one of the two. Sorry. And so, I just kind of took what seemed to work for everyone, because like there was pros and cons with vegetarian, there's pros and cons with just different lifestyle choices. And so for me, what worked for me was the intermittent fasting, and then just the high fat, high vegetables, high fat, and meat. And dude, it was just melting off, man. I lost 57 pounds, and it was about 4 months, something like that. And I wasn't really working out. Now, there was a point where I felt so good every day that I was like, yeah, I feel like doing something with this energy. So then I would wake up and go to the gym a couple times a week, stuff like that. I remember it was difficult to go to sleep. Like I actually had issues falling asleep. And then my testosterone was like out of this world. So I was struggling with like sexual urges and stuff like that. And I was going to counseling at the time anyways to talk about it. So, because, I want to honor my marriage and try to be as pure minded as possible, because I know ultimately how lonely it is to not focus on monogamy and just be out there messing around. So anyways, I get off on tangents so easily. Anyway, so right now I'm outside of Sprouts. It's kind of like a Trader Joe's. It's not like Trader Joe's at all. It's Sprouts. It's kind of like Whole Foods, I guess. And I've been following some videos online, and they were talking about kale, like basically putting water in a blender and blending like 8. Well, for me, I would probably need like 10 or 11 cups of veggies a day, because I'm 6'7", 300 pounds. I was a very large person. So I'd probably need to do that, but I don't know. Kale juice doesn't sound very good, but if I'm gonna feel better, why not? And I was like, you know what? Before I get caught up in it, because I obsess. When I have an idea, I obsess about it, and I'm all about it, and I'm learning about it, and I'm testing and experimenting, and then I'm like, what's the cheapest way to do it? And so I don't have to spend my money. And I'm like 3 days in, I'm already feeling great, and I was like, I should probably record this, because I made a comment a few videos, and my videos are so unorganized, man. I'm about to start a job Monday, and then I'm still trying to keep my business going, but it's kind of it's mixed up thing, man. Like, I'm living with family right now, and it's just it's time to go. I've been there longer than I needed to be. And so I've been feeling pretty shitty. And so I started feeling great on these vegetables last few days. Just been like just a lot of greens and a lot of eggs and stuff like that. So right now I'm about to get a whole bunch of kale. So my goal right now is to attempt to get my 10 cups of veggies a day. I don't know how expensive kale is. I hope it's not super expensive. But yeah, eggs and kale. And then we have 3 different salads. We got spinach. We have it's like red leaf butter lettuce mix. I forget what it's called, like a tender salad mix is what it's called. And then we got the spring mix. The spring mix has like arugula and other herbs and stuff in it. So we got 3 different ones that we eat pretty much every day. I tried jackfruit yesterday. Don't taste like meat at all. It tastes like what is it? Artichokes. So just call jackfruit, man. Quit calling it pork replacement, meat replacement. I know it looks like meat. It does not taste like meat, and it's not even the same texture as meat. So it's like artichoke. So I want to try jackfruit fresh, and maybe it's because I had it from a can, which I thought that was weird too, getting it from a can. But I was watching videos on doing it fresh, and it just looks gross, like it's just big old nasty knife. Another thing I noticed was this camera is a mirror. Like, this is my right hand, but it looks like my left hand. This is my left face, but it looks like my right face. So the camera shouldn't do that. I hate that it's in like mirror mode, and I was trying to flip it around, but I know that's neither here nor there. But now that I know, it's like this is inaccurate and it's annoying. So now, how many videos on YouTube are in mirror mode? Anyways, I still have the airbag eyes, and apparently that's what started this whole thing. My last video, I was like, I got airbag eyes, and it comes from consumption of carbs and insulin and all this other stuff, which is my whole issue. Is I don't want diabetes. It runs in my family, and I know I gain weight easily. So it went from this to skin care and all that tied into what I'm eating, and I was like, okay, I'm motivated just for the issue with my skin and issues with my appearance. I'm about to get an office job. I've never had an office job ever. And suddenly hygiene is an issue, because I've been working IT, and you're in like some stowaway place with all these weird people who have very little standards in fashion and hygiene. So I was always best dressed, best kept. But now I'm going to be working with mostly women, I think, in an office with the people. And I keep saying I'm going to be working with regular ass people. It sounds messed up, but just how I see it. And these people care about regular stuff probably. And it's not that I do too, it's that I care to try to I don't really want to fit in. It's more like I guess I don't want to stick out as much. That's the same thing as fitting in. I don't need their acceptance though. Maybe I do. I don't know. I got to explore this one. I went and bought some new clothes because I got all this old stuff, but it's stuff that I knew didn't matter working with a bunch of guys who were socially inept, I guess. So I just don't want to be so far behind looking, I guess. I want to be left alone ultimately, but dang, do I want their acceptance? I don't know, man. I think so. I think I'm supposed to hit a certain standard with hygiene. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm assuming that this stuff matters, and I just want to be left alone. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I keep saying in my head. But I guess for some people, they want to fit in and stuff, but I don't care, man. Like, I have one earring, one watch. My clippers died, so like this is growing more straggly than usual. And I bought these clippers, these battery powered ones, and this is becoming a long video. And they suck because when I start trimming, it pulls my hair, and I'm like, dude, these are brand new. These clippers suck. So I went to go buy the ones that I've had for 10 years and died. I think I had it longer than 10 years. And they were sold out. They still sell them though, so that's cool. Anyways, what else? At this point, I'm rambling. Anyway, so let me stay focused here. All this health stuff will be so easy when I'm in an office job, because now my life will have consistency, and I'll have a desk, a fridge, and stuff like that, and I can do my tea like I used to do. That was the setting I had when I lost all that weight. So I think I'm in a position to lose a bunch of weight by the spring, so I don't know. We'll see. It's like plan number, 277, I mean, right now I'm focused on it and I'm obsessing about it, and it's like I'm throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall and hopefully something sticks while I'm looking at it, and then I move on to another project. So I think this is easy enough to just be like, eat more veggies, avoid carbs. I think I could do that. And then I was going to get like a krill oil supplement, make sure I'm getting anti-inflammatory stuff, and then the potassium and all that's being taken care of from the greens. So yeah, when you take carbs out, it messes with your body. So yeah, okay, I'm done. Oh, so I just rewatched the video I just recorded, and I noticed when I hit play, I'm not in mirror mode anymore. So I guess it's cool actually that my phone camera puts me in mirror mode, so it looks like I'm talking in the mirror. But what I don't like about it is I can deal with the reality of it. Like, the camera's looking at me. Sorry, I just got interrupted with a phone call. It's about that time when I start getting inundated with phone calls. But anyways, yeah, so it's actually pretty cool that while I'm recording, it's in a mirror mode. But when I hit play, it's legit, like how I actually look. So my right is my right, but right now it looks like my left. And anyways, so I thought it was important to fix that before I hit play, because I just noticed it, and I'm like, that would have been so dumb if my left was my left. Well, anyways, it is. Well, I didn't know this, so if everyone knows this and I didn't, oh well. Like, I work in IT, I work with technology, and I don't know everything. I don't know everything. It's a lot I don't know. So don't give me credit that isn't due. Just put some spec on it when I validate. Dude, I keep getting interruptions. This is annoying. I need to cut this video anyway. So I do have a lot to say, but I don't know what the title of the video, because I talked about my health journey and starting the new job. So I guess I could say that. I wish I could think like that concisely all the time, because I want to be like, well, I talked about keto, and I talked about intermittent fasting, and I talked about sexual urges, and I talked about office job, and I talked about the dynamics of working with women and in an office setting, and then you can't have a video that long. But my health journey and starting a new job, that works. But I know that I talked about other touch points. I have to stop right there. I'm done.